Let's go.
Booyah!
Booyah. All right. Hola, amigos. It's Richie Rich back. Oh, that sounds so good. I think I gotta say it one more time. Hola, amigos. It's Richie Rich back yet again. And in this video, we are live. Yes, we are live. And in this vid, we are talking about the differences between white and black women. And I'm joined by a special guest. You've seen him on the channel before. It's the X-Man, Xavi Hernz. How you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm all blessed, man. All good, man. Just chilling. Right, watching cricket, man.
You watching what? Cricket? The Ashes?
Yeah. No, not Ashes. The T20, man. Just India and England.
Okay. What's the score right now? And how many days? What days is it? What day is it on?
This is the second ODI, man. Oh. Yeah, man. One day international. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Oh man, that's a man. I used to work in the Lord's Cricket Ground, if you know that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Back in the day, man. Job number 54.
You've had a million jobs, man.
Hey man, they call me the rich man for a reason, right?
And right. I wonder if the staff remember you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh yeah, this guy used to be here, and it's like, we're so happy when he left. Like, yeah.
I was, between leaving that and the library.
No. The staff were happy when you left.
Oh, the staff were happy. Really? Is that what they're saying? Bro, this is some hate crime, man. Like, I don't get it.
I thought you knew this, man. I thought you knew everybody.
I'm not a violent person. I read the Bible. I go to church. What's up with all this hate?
Oh, so you're going to church you're going Mexican church as well. That's my thing.
Yeah. There's one temple not too far from where I am. I'm gonna go there on Sunday. Yeah.
Differences. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Trust me. But yes, like more importantly about spirituality and church, we wanted to talk about, to the many members of the Rich team, we wanted to talk about the main differences, between white women and black women. And we've been around, X, right?
Yeah, not as long as RichManZ though. You know what I mean?
Really? It's only a couple years, man. Honestly, you know what I mean? Yeah, but
yeah, man, 29 now, I swear. Next year is just peak, man.
In that club, it's
just peak, man. You're gonna start. That's what I'm saying. This topic is so relevant because you're gonna be getting married soon.
Maybe a señorita, maybe.
Yeah, maybe an Italian.
I don't know if I can deal with any more Sierra Leone. Really, I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But X, I was gonna ask you, all right, real talk, yeah. Like, I know everyone. We'll start off with this and that. So, I was gonna say, your body count. Like, has it been more white women or more black women with you? And I'll tell you my one as well.
Yeah, in terms of the ones I slept with.
Yeah.
More white.
Right.
Especially like with this, you know what it is? It's not even just social media, man. Everything it's just crazy.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, you can literally. I'm telling you, not that I don't encourage it no more because we were young. We just done.
We
slide in the DMs. You could talk for like a day and literally meet up with these girls and just
link up. And the thing is, X, sometimes it's like it's not even you messaging them. Sometimes they could just randomly DM you. It's happened to me.
Yeah, but you have to be so careful because I remember not too long ago. I think it was last summer. This girl must have messaged me and she looked proper young and like. For some reason, I just messaged her back, said, cool, you're right, what are you up to? What are you doing today? And then for some reason, I was thinking to myself, why haven't I asked her, like her age? I'm like, I don't know why I didn't. I just felt, I think that day I was annoyed. I was just nice for someone to talk to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I thought, hold on, let me not take the conversation further. This girl looks young. So I asked her.
How old she was,
She was like, why? And I'm saying to myself, what the fuck? I need to know like how old you are.
Yeah.
I said to her, I need to know. And she's like, oh no, I'm not telling you. And then I just
Red
then I didn't
alert, red
message her.
alert. Yeah.
Then I didn't message her. Then like an hour later, I was blocked. She blocked
Oh,
me.
she just blocked you straight.
Yeah, I'm thinking
What?
I should be the one that blocks you. But yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'll point out to all the man them, just be careful, be careful, man. It's no joke. It's no joke, man.
Because
Especially
it's right what you're saying. Sorry to cut you off, bro. With the Insta, because like the girls, they can put the filter, on like the picture. So sometimes they can appear actually older than they actually are. So you gotta be in check, to make sure how young these girls are.
Yeah, and even there's a nightclub not that far from me because I live in, obviously I'm from Woodford, but in Epping, there's a club called 195, and it recently
I went Epping. I know. I went Epping Forest. I know.
Yeah, so there's a club called 195, yeah, and I remember when I went there, I was seeing, so I was in sixth form, so I was at 18 and stuff. I was seeing youngers from my school in there, obviously, especially with not even just girls, but even white boys, and they get like IDs from like older brothers, cousins, and they get in. So from that day, when I saw the man them, like guys from my school would be like year 10 and stuff, 15, I'm seeing them in clubs. So from that day, when I started going clubs and I was approaching girls, I would always ask their age, no matter what, because I know if there's young boys in there, there's young girls in there as well. You've got to be so yeah. When I'm in clubs, when I'm approaching girls, I always ask their age, no matter what.
Bro, it was even the same situation. Remember when we were at the carnival a couple years back?
Remember
the ones you spoke to. I was in, I spoke to them, but subconsciously in my mind, I was like, dude, how young are these girls are, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to be so careful. And like I said with that girl, she didn't want to tell me, like, girls will be happy to like they'd have like a session with you and then just try and get some peas out of it, sell the story, get some.
Yeah. You see what's happening with this dude. I won't go too much in it. You heard about Derek Jackson?
Yeah.
Trust me. Just because he
and
couldn't
even that, this is not age thing, but even what's his name, the American Brian Banks or something like that. Yeah. That's another thing, because obviously he was kissing that girl and she wanted it to go further, and he wasn't, well, you could say he was rude in a way of he rejected her, but like I think that's what happens a lot. A man will like reject a woman's advance, and they twist it. They act like he assaulted me, he pushed me, he did this. Like, no, it wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just
girls in general, they cannot take rejection. It's what I mean. It's for guys who are supposed to get like rejected 100 times, and if they just get that one, it's happy for them. But girls, if they get rejected once, they can go on to, oh, he touched me this way, he said obscene things to me. They will take it so further to just destroy you, especially if you got like a status,
Yeah, and talking about status, it's like like Gaz from Newcastle, Geordie Shore, like Gaz from Geordie Shore even said, obviously, like, his numbers are crazy. It's like 4 digits, isn't it? But he even said, like, I slept with over 1,000 girls. He even said, it's because of my.
Mm-hmm.
He said that his numbers were on 200, so he was already quite well known, because Newcastle is a small place. You can go into a club, everyone knows everyone. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, it's all around status of why, and that's what's misleading, because like, leave myself, like, I can sleep with a few girls and I know they're not really interested in me. So a bit like, this sliding in DMs and getting beats, it's just like it gets boring after a while, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's real talk, man. Like with my ex, which we talked about like earlier, it just felt like that after a while because like you have to feel like they're not actually with you for you. It's just for the beats. You know what I mean? It's something like serious and long term. And this is what I wanted to talk about. Like, do you feel like when you've been with white girls, there could be a connection, or when you've been with black girls, there's a better connection? Like, what do you? In your life, yeah,
Well, normally you could argue for obvious reasons you'd have more in common with a black girl,
yeah,
especially if they grew up in the UK, you know.
yeah. But wait, let me actually stop you right there. This is what I'm thinking because the way how society's changed, with the Kardashians, with like pork, like most white girls are, trying to take like black traits, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
even though they're not like a black girl, like from physically, they're on the black dark skin or the black characteristics, they're so much with the black culture that they kind of identify themselves as black, you know
yeah,
what I mean? So
I
I met
agree.
even white girls, I've had ex-white girls who like know so much about the black culture because they only focus now on black.
But
About yeah.
saying that them same girls, if you had a, for example, if you had a big argument with your missus, they could still be racist. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's like,
yeah.
but I also feels like, remember because when we went to the carnival and I went to afterwards when I went Kent and I met that girl
Yeah.
Shannon. When I was seeing her, it's like she was cool. Me and her got on, but what obviously that I always say there's got to be initially there was some sort of attraction, which is why
Right.
like, I messaged her in the first place, which is why I went all the way down to Kent to meet
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that had to be some sort of attraction. But what put me off her was not even her friends, because there was something which I don't know if I said to you when I obviously when I went down there, I met her at the station. She
Mm.
brought two of her friends, and I'm like,
Yeah, no,
why
that
why are you
happened
actually
to
bring
me twice.
why
Two
it's
Milky Bar
just
girls. It happened to me
just
twice.
just weird, like,
Yeah, it's like
and
one's
I'm
there
like,
for security or something. They
yeah,
hold it's like,
I'm
hey,
like,
badge.
have I got to talk to? I was a bit not
Yeah,
like intimidated,
no,
not
but it's
intimidated, but
uncomfortable.
just
Yeah.
it's very uncomfortable, especially
It's
when you
very
haven't
when
seen them
you're
before.
there and you want to meet the girl and you just want to spend
Yeah,
like some,
yeah,
one-on-one time so you
yeah,
can be open. And
and also.
you got this other person who's watching you, like saying, "Oh, what's it, you better say the right things." It's fucked.
And also, this is that carnival day. That was that was the second time I've met her. So
Right.
I'm like, why am I see? Why are you with both your friends? And then when we and I was thinking to myself in my head, I was thinking to myself, are they coming with us back to the yard? I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
why are they here? And then when they went off, it was like when I was walking with Shannon, she said oh, sorry, I didn't know there was coming. I'm like,
yeah.
well,
Liar.
we obviously said you're gonna link. You obviously said you're gonna link me. You could have said to them, listen, can I just see him by myself? You
Mm.
know what I mean? You don't need that. Uh, like, what am I gonna do? Do you think I came with a bag of man or what?
Yeah,
To
yeah. No,
rush?
because they'll kind of just spring it up on you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
this is what I learned with my ex. Sometimes I wouldn't just keep going to her place. I would tell her, no, come mine. You know what I mean? Because I don't need no Scooby Doo surprises. Like all these like other people
mm,
just coming there and being like, oh yeah, out of nowhere. Because why didn't she let you know? Like, oh yeah,
exactly,
ex coming down. My girlfriends are
exactly.
gonna be here. Straight
And
up.
yeah, and like I said, even on that day when I met you at the carnival, I
Yeah,
said that I'm gonna be linking a thing later.
told me.
So
Yeah,
I knew from time I was going down there, and so did she.
yeah,
So during that time, you could have said to your friends, you spent time with them during the day, and they said, I'm meeting
yeah,
this guy later. I'm like,
yeah.
wow,
We were at
yeah,
the carnival for time as well. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? It's not like we went
yeah,
and dipped it. We were there for time. You know?
yeah, yeah. It's a joke. It's a bit more like this is even at school
Yeah,
when when I see girls arguing with other girls, They always bring a friend. It's just like, what is that all about? Like,
bro.
you know what I mean? It's not ever beef like that. You understand? Like,
Yeah.
trust,
I
it's
mean,
like,
you gotta understand X as well. Like, you know, girls just by themselves. You know, I don't care about this Women's International Day or like we're on the same level. They're not straight up, man. Like they will always be seen as the inferior sex. You know, so it's a man's world. So like a lot of them aren't gonna come and confront you like by themselves. You know, you remember how it was in the library. You know what I mean? Real talk. It's a crew. You know what I mean? So you all the guy would have to do, my man, is just one slip up and he's fucked. You know what I mean? So that's why they come together like as a group. But if it's just one on one,
yeah.
you know,
And with this Shannon girl, obviously I stayed for the night. I was there for the night. Obviously done my thing, and then the next morning, I heard banging like on the door, and her friends just bust through, and I'm thinking, oh, this is long.
for real.
This is long. I was just in bed. I'm like, oh, Shannon, that. Why couldn't you just tell them? It's mad. I come like all the way. It's like
That's a long journey,
they
man.
might have stayed. They should have stayed the night as well. They should have stayed the night. If they're gonna come in and just, it was long. And also, it was just, So I was there. I'm trying to think. I was there for the whole of the next day because her friends came. They came quite early. Let's say, obviously, they came at like 11 midday, and then we were just playing tunes in our flat, and then we went out for something to eat. Obviously, the four of us, obviously me and her and the two friends, and I was just.
Bro, I was gonna ask, how did it feel, man, when you were out with them? Like, you know, you're eating. Feel awkward?
It's all right, man. No, they were showing me their ends. I'm telling you, to Ashford and Kent is rough. So in a way, I'm kind of glad they were there, you know.
Right.
But at the time, it's my second time seeing this thing. Like, I'm actually trying to get to know her. I shouldn't be with your friends. You know what I'm saying?
When I was just to stop you there, when my ex-girlfriend was with almost like 2 months, like from end of November to like December. 2 good months. The same. I was heading down to Seven Sisters. I'd meet the whole bunch. It wasn't like 4. It was like 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, so I was the only black guy there, and I'm fully in the room. It was white, so it wasn't awkward, but it was so kind of like sometimes I had to kind of watch with what I was saying, you know, because like when I was speaking to you, like, you know, the rhythm, you know what I mean, you know, like what I'm talking about with Deb. Sometimes I just had to kind of check with what I'm saying, and I wouldn't say it was awkward, but it's like I had to kind of tread softly at times, you know. If that makes sense.
And even so even a few days after that, I rang her. We was on FaceTime, and it was her idea to actually FaceTime, and I FaceTimed her, and the two friends were there. I'm thinking, honestly, like, what is the point? Like,
it's mad, you know.
The thing I'm saying, like, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm interested in you, not them.
Yeah, specifically, yeah. But they come as a pack. This is what they come as a pack. It's like you can't just get man. I remember when I dated this girl, then all these lots start adding me on Instagram, and I'm like, what the heck just happened? And out of nowhere, because they knew I was with the chick, and then the chick told that, oh, she's with Richie Rich. Then it's like bam, bam, bam. So anytime I was dealing with her, I was dealing with the cousin, the friend, the school's friend, all these lot together, you know.
But that's not even why like I stopped chatting to her. It was because of her as a person. She's had no ambition. Every time, even when we was there, because she came around here and I've gone around hers.
Right.
Did I go? I have gone back. I did go back after the carnival. I went back another time because she changed. I think she changed flat. She got a different flat. So and it's just so those times I was around hers. She has no ambition whatsoever.
Same. Weed. It's like we're in the same boat.
Just all she does, sitting around smoking weed, like.
Oh my god.
Not even working. It's just like.
Bro, it's just
I
And you know the problem. Sorry to cut you off again. You know that the problem with that is, you are what you are, who you surround yourself with. So if you're a guy who's doing like YouTube videos, if he's doing like he's trying to make his own brand, if he's doing like athletics coaching, you know what I mean? If he's got a degree like in film, if he's trying to make something out of his life, if you surround themselves with those motherfuckers, you won't ever get to where you want to be. It's the same thing with my team. It's the exact same thing. It's just wanting to work that 9-to-5 bullshit wage for another 40, 50 years and not make anything. And I was like, nah, I'm not with that, man.
Yeah. I think some black girls got more drive. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if that comes from their parents though, or if they're really like that. You know what I'm saying? I because you don't really truly know a person for a couple years, I'd say, or depends how often you see them, how often your conversations are. You know what I mean? You don't. But I don't know, man. But yeah, man, I need someone. You got to be with someone that has ambition.
Yeah.
Even just talking to someone, because you can have because I definitely believe in having a female friend that you're cool with.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as they know that, you know.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. Even like the model I put on earlier, the model was on my channel, Ruth.
Yeah.
We're always talking just about more like doing more photo shoots, like doing more like kind of jumping onto TikTok, putting like the social media, trying to increase like her position like in life, you know what I mean? So I can see that, as you said, with some black girls, like I think I don't know if it's being from like that church kind of background, but it does feel they have more ambitions to kind of like make it and possibly like get a family, where I feel what with all the white girls is sometimes just in the action, in the moment, do you feel that?
But no, it's just an OnlyFans thing, man.
It is.
The mad thing. I think I told you this one. There's this girl, it's this girl from Manchester, and I messaged her time ago, and she only got back like, so her reply was like weeks later. She's got like 11K on Instagram, 11K followers.
Right. Is she verified?
No, she's not verified. So I'm like, that as well. Some people do the most. Some people do the most. People buy likes, they buy followers. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know what it is, man. I know. We're trying to get
so this girl replied. Then I was like, this might be a long. Nothing. I'm trying to find it. It might be a year ago, because I was at work.
2020?
Yeah, 2020, definitely 2020. Because I said,
right.
I said I was at work, and she said something weird like, "I'll work for you." And I said, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "What are you talking about? It's not my business." And she said, "Oh, I mean in the bed." And I was like, "Okay." And then she's like,
"Straightforward."
I said, "Okay." I said, "Okay." I said, "Okay," because it's just weird, like. But when she said that, I'm thinking to myself, imagine if a guy said that to a girl. He said, "I'll work for you in the bed." They'd be going mental. I'll be getting reported, all kind of sexual harassment.
BBC News, and like this is how men treat women. Yeah.
So I said okay. Then she's and then he didn't reply. Then like an hour later, I just messaged her again. And I said, "What did you mean by that?" Then she said something. She said, "Oh, it depends how much you're paying." I'm like, "Hey, chill."
Whoa.
She's moving mad. She's moving so mad. Yeah.
That's
crazy, man.
That honestly goes to where another like in the differences between like white and black. Do you feel like white girls are like they kind of just put it more on you?
Yeah, I do.
I feel just the thing. I feel just like the black girls I've been with, they've kind of make you kind of work for it more. It's never been just like, okay, you could meet them 3 days or even less than that, and you're already in the sheets, you know, where it's like with black girls, you know, I had one black girl, you know, I showed you her, the church one. She like friend zoned me for free, almost 3 years. Yeah. But she wanted me to work for it. She was fine. She's like roughly my age. You know, that's perfect girl to settle down with. But she wanted me to worship her ass. You know what I mean? Whereas if it was an equivalent of white girl, maybe it would have never ever gone to that time. You know what I'm saying?
I feel as though a big difference between especially where we are. In terms of the UK, obviously, I feel though black girls are more brutal, more straight to the, if you move to them, more brutal. But at the same time, so in a sense, you could say that there's some aspects you prefer of white girls and they let you down easier, sort of thing, in a nicer way.
Less harsh. Yeah.
But having said that, I find them to be more sly than black girls because, for example, I was at uni. Remember the boat party? Remember I was telling you about the boat party?
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. So I was at one boat party. I was at the bar, and obviously there's this Greek-looking girl, or maybe Turkish, isn't it? And I was chatting to her.
Like Cyprus.
Yeah, them olive skin ones, man.
I had a Greek girl before, so I smell what you're cooking.
Like I was chatting to her, and she's saying that, look, she's third year. I was third year at the time, third year student. Right. Then I just asked for the snap. And she's like, yeah, cool. Took my phone, she gave me the snap, and then we was talking for like a few minutes after, and then I think. Yeah, I was going outside for a smoke, like all the man outside going for a smoke, and I said to her, "I'll talk to you later. I'll snap you tomorrow and stuff." Just like look at this. When I was walking off, I was going outside to smoke. She said, "Oh, thanks for the chat, but like, I've got a man." I'm thinking,
"All right, wow,
bro,
shit. Why was she?"
You know what I'm saying? I was talking to her at that bar for a good 10 minutes. So I got a snap. I think she gave me the number as well. So it's like, bro.
So hold on. She gave you the snap and her number. And then she
said, and she was kept mentioning, "Oh, look, I live just over there," because she lives on campus as well. You know?
I've been to the campus. Yeah. Remember? that's she's moving mad. You know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Boosting ego, because now also that's another thing. I don't know. I think all women do it, but I think white women, they boost their ego too much.
Yeah.
Because now she can go and speak with her boyfriend and say, "Oh, look, this guy at the boat party, he moved to me."
Yeah. I'm all this, you know, you should be happy that I'm with you and that. Yeah. Trust me. And this, I'll also kind of link this in, you know, when I was with my ex last year, around that time, it came out in the media that there was this like I don't know if you know about this, there was this white girls kind of group chat. Don't know if you never know about this yet, but basically these white girls, they're like Becky, Sarah, Charlotte, Sandra, you know, typical white girls, you know. They exposed like how like black guys are like the most thirstiest guys. You know, the group chat, and it got exposed. Like one of the recipients put it out there, and they talked about like how, you know, black guys are the least looking. They're so thirsty. They would do anything for, you know, white girls. You know, so you know, and so I'm saying, and I think sometimes, like especially in this media, you know, when you see so many like black guys with some white girls who ain't, you know, jack shit. I think some of them have this kind of stereotypical mindset of like how black guys can just be like, oh, they would accept any like gutter trash girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like a big difference is just the way it's just a tone of voice. Some black girls, they snap, man. They snap so easy. Like for example, black, and this is including mixed race girls as well, by the way.
They're still part of black, you know, one drop rule, you know.
Yeah, there's this girl Charlotte from South London, yeah. And to say, for example, we was just talking about programs, innit? And I was asked if she watched Power, and like because I was watching so many series at the time, and plus you know when you're talking to a girl, yeah, and you're say for example you're WhatsApping and you talk throughout a whole day, that's a lot of messages, you know.
That's a lot. Go back and you know how many messages.
Yeah, and especially if it's say for example if you start talking Monday, and then you get to Thursday, you especially when you first start talking, you're asking a lot of questions. You're just trying to get to know each other.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so apparently on Monday I asked if she liked Power, and she said no. Then on Thursday I must have asked her again because I wasn't sure if because like bro, I watch Ozark, Sons of Anarchy, Game of Thrones. I watch so much.
A lot of shows on Netflix.
I might have forgot. Then I asked her again, and she sent some long voice, and I'd be like, I've already fucking told you this. I don't watch Power. I'm like, rah. And like, no, because I've had the same situation with this girl called Amy, who's a Liverpool fan, innit? And I asked her something about Liverpool. Then I asked her again, like a day later. She just told me again. You know what I mean? There was no attitude. But with this girl, it was like, oh, I fucking told you.
The Amy was a white. The Amy was a white girl.
Yeah, Amy was
okay.
White,
yeah. Trust me.
Just a contrast. It's the same thing, but it's just a contrast. They're just
bro. Like I man, like I said, there was a time like from what was it, 2015 to 2017. You know, like I was going to Sierra Leone parties. Like West African parties. And I am honestly telling you, the way these black girls talk to the West African ones, they will kind of emasculate you. They'll speak to you like you are like a peon to them. There was one chick, this like probably like she probably looked like a 9. Her name was what was it, Aja, I went straight up to her, straight. I didn't waste time. I just went straight up to her. I just said, look, man, this is me, can I get your number? She didn't give it to me. And then what I had to do, I had to get it from her auntie. That's it. I had to get it from my auntie. Then the auntie basically, slid the number to me. Then I ended up messaging her. When I messaged her, she went so like crazy. Like, why did you have to get it from my auntie? You should have just asked me. And I said, bitch, I asked you for the number it was in a party setting. And she just out of nowhere, was just the first interaction with her. She just sent some kind of text that just kind of turned me off, because I was like, bro, if she's texting me like this, why would I even want to continue? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
like, and it's just some obviously black girls' friends are worse than white girls' friends, though. Because although I said to you about the thing at Kent of how I found Shannon's friends annoying, well, look at this one. I was in the club in Romford called Fiction. Yeah. Fiction. This is when I was at uni, and I was with, obviously I was at some black thing there. I just moved to her, it was lipsing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then I kind of, after we had danced, I was lipsing her, and then basically what happened was, when I was at uni, there was this party bus which left at like 4 a.m. and I had to get it because I had to get back to uni.
Yeah, that's the last one.
It's the last one. So I still had a bit of time in it, and I asked her for a number in it. And she's like, "Oh yeah." Also, I think black girls, they chat more shit than white girls. I feel as though white girls, they'll tell you. They'll tell you more if they don't like you than black girls do, because this girl, I asked for a number, and then she said, "Oh, I don't have a phone," and then it was a bit like, okay. Then she said, "Oh, I thought, I can give you my Snapchat." I'm thinking, oh, so are you just Snapchat from your iPad or something? Do you carry that everywhere with you? How do you talk to people? You know what I'm saying? And then and then
goes church, and I bet you she goes church every Sunday.
This is the most jarring thing about clubs, unless you go into the fucking into the smoking area, that's the only way you can drop call them, because most times, like in a lot of clubs, there's no connection. So like, it's mad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mad.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why.
very weak. It's very
So it's
weak.
like,
Yeah.
and what she did was that he must have gave me a friend's number, and I'm thinking, oh my god, this is long. But I'm like, I was thinking to myself, this is long. But then, if you're always with your friend, then cool. So like a couple of days later, I message and I just explain what happened. Like I moved to your friend, and this girl was like, who the fuck is this? This is the black girl, her friend.
Damn.
Yeah, it's what they're like, isn't it? And I said, I was still cool, and I said, I was chatting with your friend Chrissy. I was chatting with Chrissy. That's the black girl's name that I moved to. Yeah. So I was chatting to Chrissy in the club, innit? And then she gave me your number so I could chat with her on your number.
Yeah.
And she must have been like, oh, just erase my number. I'm like, okay. I'm like,
she said it like that.
Yeah, that's on the text. On the text, she text back. So I'm like, listen, I'm not right, man.
Yeah. You have to with them. We're both calm guys, but what I felt, especially with black women, is you really have to put your foot down with them. If they see you as just like some weak, corny guy, they will take advantage of you. And as I said, it's a way to emasculate you, make you like you're nothing. You ain't got shit going on. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to, if you, when we were working together, like I said in the library, I even told you, I said, don't take shit from these lot, because they don't give a fuck if you get fired. They don't give a fuck if you get arrested. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about nothing. So you need to come there and be like, an alpha. If you have to be rude to them, be rude to them. You know what I mean? But know that I'm here and you're down here,
Yeah, because I was in a club, and I see one of my boys who was chatting with this black girl. There's a group of black girls, and he was chatting to one of them, and it was at the bar, and I was just standing next to him, and he kind of tapped my shoulder, innit? And he kind of done this. So I was thinking, oh, okay, he wants to buy her a drink, innit? So I just gave him the money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just gave him like £10, innit? I'm like, buy her a drink or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was behind her back sort of thing, so like she didn't see. It was like
perfect wingman.
So I gave him the money and stuff.
Yeah.
And then this is during this is when there's like half an hour left, and he got the number.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He got the number, and then so this is a couple of days later now. I've messaged my boy. I'd be like, yo, what's going on with that girl? And then he said, I've been ringing her, but it just keeps going voicemail. And then we kind of said, fake number, man. Fake number.
Yeah.
Fake number.
I'm telling you, it happens, you know what it is? Do you think as well, because I feel like black girls especially, they got their kind of own preference of what a black guy they're attracted to. I think they talked about this with this kind of Derek Jackson.
Yeah, definitely.
They love these kind of muscular guys, and if you're anything less than that, they won't give you the time of day.
Yeah, tattoos and stuff. But it is so mad. But the amount of occasions girls are giving out fake numbers. They've said, "Oh, I don't have a phone." All this bullshit. I only see it as much from white girls. Like, for example, I do think they're more genuine, but they could be more immature. So there's certain things I like from them. Like I like some black girls' ambition. Some black girls can be they got ambition. They've got some supportive ones.
Yeah, a lot of them, I call them the estate chicks. A lot of the white girls, back in UK. Some of them, they're stuck in cancel houses. They dropped out of secondary school, probably two babies from two different fathers, and they're not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Whereas there are are some like black
but,
girls, like I say, they want to maybe get into the entertainment industry, maybe want to be a teacher,
but yeah, man.
maybe want to work in like care or something. You know what I mean? Like real
black girls,
sensible kind of career options.
The amount of black girls that like I could be chatting to you, and you're talking, they just ghost you literally. They just don't reply no more. It's mad, and that just might be. And you know that's what I'm saying. It might be sometimes it's not like man them have not done nothing wrong. It might just be like an ex has popped up or something, and it's like you're getting aired. You're getting aired. You know why? Because there's been times where for example I've got rude. I'm trying to go. I've actually got rude to them because I'm just pissed off and like. Then they've aired me. Then I kind of be like, oh yeah. Looking back at it, I was kind of rude to her, so I understand why she aired me. But like, there's a lot of, but that's what I think. That's a big difference. Like black girls, they'll ghost you. Literally, they'll just air you, bro. They will air you, and then they'll do indirects on Twitter or something. Because just before my birthday, actually, just before Christmas. I met up with this white girl. We went out to the O2. It was a decent date, you know what I mean? It wasn't.
Well, sorry, last year's Christmas, 2020's one.
Yeah, 3 months ago.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we went to O2. Just went to Nando's. I thought it went okay. She seemed. I think she was a bit nervous, and it wasn't. It's all we could do, you know what I mean? Just went Nando's and stuff, and then she that's what I asked her. I asked her on the day. I said, do you want to see me again? And she said, yeah. She said, yeah, cool. And then a few days later, she sent me some long text saying, look, I don't think there's no spark.
Damn.
But you see that's something. That's like I don't think black girls do that.
Yeah. Nah, bro. I know.
And also, you see that text. I'm not gonna say her name, but you see that text this white girl sent.
Yeah.
I prefer that than getting aired, than getting ghosted. It's way better.
Be real. Like I said, like the I even say the Italiano I was with, my last ex-girlfriend. She gave me like the brick, the long text, like the block. She gave me the reasons, like, she didn't want to carry on too much because she knew I was like, leaving, what I mean? I was gonna go abroad and that, she wanted me just to stay here and, do that life. So she gave me like a block. But the black girl I told you about who was getting like because like I got her number from her auntie, she one time I was meant to meet her at Westfield, Stratford. Like in 2015. I waited there I walked the whole Westfield for about like 2 hours. We were meant to meet around 3 o'clock. I got there at 1, went into the fragrance section, put like little fragrance, like smell like as pretty as I could. But like she like, what was it? I think it was, I waited until after 3:30. Send me a text when I was just about to go home saying like, oh, my phone broke. I can't come and meet you. And I was like, I said, oh, well, how are you able to text me? Oh, she said the screen got smashed. She texted me the other day and she was like, oh, I'm really sorry I didn't show. And I just said, whatever, like legit. And I just had to film because, dude, if you allow that to happen, they'll just continue to, even if you get with them, they'll continue to just play you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's perfect, man. It's perfect. But like, even there's this, but yeah, man, you can't. I think this is important. I think guys, like I'm never beefing no one over girls, man. Like,
yeah.
I know it happens. I know, man.
Yeah. What you alluded to X before when you said like when they ghost you, it could be like their exes now come back to the scene.
Yeah.
So I know
I've
had black girls who have told me that, oh, they're not with anyone, lie straight to my face, they're not with ting, and then you will check, like, you won't even check their phone, but you'll see some of them like kind of in the area, and you'll be like, "Who's that?" You know, oh, I don't even know him. You know what I mean? Until it's too late. You know what I mean? You know?
Because even there's other black, some black girls are just insecure, man. Because
nuclear.
Because I messaged one thing and we were talking, and then she was like, "Oh, look, you like bare girls' pictures," and I was thinking to myself, like, I'm single, you know, so
yeah, could do what I want.
I'm single. Like, oh, what's it to you? I don't owe you nothing. Like, I don't. That's what going through my head. I don't owe you nothing. You're not my wifey. So what's the big deal, man? And I think, you know what? I think black girls, they're more just want to be, just have one hobby. Some of them, they like attention. I think goes to all women. They like attention, but there's difference in attention. I think white girls, they love man's fighting over them. They love it.
Oh, yeah,
they love it,
no doubt.
And that's not even. And it's actually not even funny, especially.
Yeah.
It's happened to me when I was at uni.
Yeah.
There's this one thing I was chatting to. This one girl I was chatting to, and I know what's funny. My boy, like I told my boy about her, and he knew her. He said, "Oh, this girl's ran through like 30 man at you," because she lived on campus, innit? So he
real?
said,
"They're black guys."
Yeah. Yeah, my friends. So they get it straight. My friend's black, the girl's white. So yeah. And he said, she's run through 30 man, this and that. And he said that he's done his thing with her as well. And I'm thinking, yeah, whatever, man. I'm thinking like, I'm just, because this one I just started chatting to. I'm thinking this guy is just he's just trying to put me off her. Let me just actually chat to her. Cool.
Bro.
And then I just carry on chatting to her, and then she obviously the conversation went left. See, talking about sex and stuff. Then she actually admitted it. That like, I slept with these many man, this and that. And then I still carry on talking to her for a bit, and then she kind of said to me, I linked this guy the other week, and we just sorry, we're going too fast. Before that, so say we was talking, I actually asked if we could. I've seen her in my library and stuff. Like I've linked her at the uni and stuff. Like we've been talking. Then I asked her like, "Oh, do you want to go out somewhere?" And then we was meant to go. We was going to cinema. I think we was going. I can't remember where. It might have even been Westfield. And then so say I think it's when I was on campus as well. We was both. Yeah, I'm sure we was both on campus at the same time. I said, come, let's go to Stratford. So we're both in the library. So it's like 3:00. We're going for like the evening, like 6:30. And then I said, I'll meet you at the station at like 5:30, innit? And then I didn't hear nothing. I heard nothing back from her. I tried ringing her, no answer. No answer. I tried texting her, no answer. And then say that night, at 6:30, I see the stories of when she's at the cinema. I see her Instagram stories and stuff. Like she's there, innit? She's there. I don't see no man with her, but she's there. And then she messaged me. And she messaged me at like 9 p.m. And then she's like, "Hi, you alright?" You know what I mean? She's trying to be normal, innit? Like you actually went without me, innit? I'm like, you mad?
It's
she said, "Oh, sorry, I just went on my own." I'm thinking, I can fucking see you went on your own, innit? Well, why didn't you say?
Yeah. Bro, do you remember man, crazy? Do you remember the girl on New Year's Eve, the one we messaged at my place? The blonde French one.
What? Yeah.
I'll say her name, Selena, and that. Yeah. Do you remember when we were doing the messages, the report? She was saying she defo calm. You remember? I showed it to you.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Then what happened? Tell them what happened. Like I think three hours before New Year's. What did she do? Flaked.
Yeah,
Flaked. And this what happened. She messaged me the day, what was it? The 2nd of January. And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was busy with my friend." This is what I did. New Year's resolution. I didn't say nothing. I just kept it blank. She ended up ringing me a couple days after. Like a day after she rang me. I didn't pick up. And she was like, "Oh, what's wrong?" Yeah. Stop. Message me, say what's wrong. And what I'm saying next is, from those kind of girls, it's disrespectful because say if you had something to do, you know what I mean? You're doing your athletics coaching. I'm a personal trainer. I'm doing YouTube. I'm making money from different various streams. Time is money. So for them not to go waste your time like that, no, sometimes you gotta be like, no, fuck that. Like, don't you could do that with someone else, but don't do that with me, because I got stuff to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So going back to that story I was saying. So she just aired, man. Obviously she went cinema, but then this was still, I was thinking to myself, when I asked if we could go somewhere, I was thinking to myself at the same time, it was a bit early that I asked. So I'm thinking, you know what, let me just carry on talking to her. Let's just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? It's minor. Cool. So we carry on talking, and then I come across, I meet my boy, and I kind of tell him that like look, man's chatting to her, innit? And then and he just kept hating. Like he was a bit like, oh, look, this girl's a hoe. Stay away from her. I'm like, yeah. I'm not listening to you, bro. And whatever. And then
it's giving you like advice, though, man. Like you know what I mean. They will never change their stripes. You know what I mean.
And then a few weeks later, we're talking. I think it was around Valentine's Day, innit? And I was joking to her, saying, I'll get you flowers, and then she kind of said, like, I'm not available no more. And then I saw on her Instagram story, like I saw, you must have seen this. You know when girls go to restaurants and they don't post the guy's face, they just post his arm or something. Yeah, they do that all the time. Yeah, I saw my boys' trainers, and I'm thinking, raw, you prick. Like that's why you telling me to stay away from her, because you was chatting to her at the same time.
That's peak.
And I'm like,
what about like guy code, man? Like
it's not even like, no, it's like obviously when that happened, I realized that this guy, he didn't rate me as much as I rate him. I thought me and him were boys, you know what I'm saying? Like all you had to do is just say, listen, I'm chatting to her, I'm interested. I would have said, okay, cool. But obviously he just it was just perfect. And her, she's just as bad, because this girl knows, because me and this guy were playing football together at uni. This girl knows me and him are cool. You know what I'm saying? And she just let me and him fight over her, and we didn't know ourselves. It's myself thinking, this girl is even worse than I thought. But obviously, I was more upset with my man, because like, bro, you told me you were chatting shit about her. You were saying she's a hoe and this and that. But at the same time, you're the one that's piping her.
You're saying that so you could be like, okay, fuck
Sly,
her,
bro. Sly. All you have to do is say, listen, I'm trying to draw her. I'm interested in her. And then me and him, it was like we did it. Our relationship was it was strained, didn't it? It was never gonna be the same after that, because he's just bro, snaky behavior, very snaky. I was like,
bro, and I think, bro, the thing is, I don't think it's gonna be difficult, even though I'm like, older than you. This generation now, it's gonna be very difficult to find someone who's, when you do get to that time you find the one, you get like hopefully married, to find someone who's like gonna be faithful, whether they be black, white, Asian. It's going to be very difficult. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? Because the access now is crazy.
Yeah. This girl's originally from from Lincoln, and she said before she came London,
That's like
her body.
Blackburn, isn't it? Like Blackburn.
Yeah, them sort of sides.
I know.
She said her body's 1 like 5. When she came uni, it went up by like.
Fuck.
But you know the mad thing is, even I felt quite. I felt a bit like a dickhead even when looking back when I was talking to her. Like I said, that she was telling me that like, oh look, I went out with this guy, I slept with this guy, and I'm thinking, raw, man's actually chatting to you, and you're telling me that you're just out fucking bare man. I'm like, what do you take me for, innit? But I was thinking to myself, yeah, let me actually meet this girl and talk properly.
Yeah.
Because though I'd see her around uni all the time where I'd be at lectures, she'd be at lectures. You know what I'm saying?
How was she? What ex? Like, how was she like look wise? Like 7?
She's quite. No, she was. You know, the mad thing is that she actually one of the girls. She had no body, but her face was just like immaculate. Like no makeup, no spots. Like it's just she was.
Oh, right. So nice, smooth.
Yeah, she was very nice still. But yeah, right. So like I used to see her around uni, but like I never really got time for a chat. Like until the truth was out, I was on a mad one for like a week, and then eventually I was like, you know what, life's too short, man. Let me just, especially because I'm at uni, I'm gonna see my man every day when I play football. So I'm gonna see her like all the time as well. Because our library, everyone's at the library, you know, all the time.
Yeah, I remember when I went there. I remember like it was packed. Yeah.
Even man that aren't doing work, they'll go in the library and just chill. Like it's not like a normal library. It's one of the libraries you can go in there and bang tunes, especially if it's late as well. So I used to see her in the library all the time, and like, so yeah. So she was saying how like, oh, like I slept with this guy. Then she's telling me stories about how like, oh, I went to the boat party, then I went this guy's yard, I slept with him. So I'm like, why do you keep telling me about this? And it's like
these guys don't give a fuck anymore, man. You know what I mean? Like they got their slut stories, and again, that whole this is why I don't heap on this whole kind of woman's international day bullshit. You know what I mean? Like because they're not. You know what I mean? You want to be like exposed, like how many guys you fucked, you know, and you want a guy to respect you. Nah, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when I saw like when I saw her like a long time after, not a long time, but about a few years after this happened, when like I was cool, I accepted it. You know what I mean? I saw her in the library. I was chatting to her, innit? And she said something like she's making like little. She was still trying to get a buyout of me after it's happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you can leave it alone now. She's a bit like, oh, you two like the same kind of girls, isn't it? They're trying to bang jokes like that, like just allow it.
Nice.
And she said, oh, that my man got there first. You know what I mean? She's trying to push buttons.
Yeah. She's trying to like.
I'm like, leave it alone now. Just leave it alone. It's what's done is done.
Yeah.
It's very, very snaky, isn't it? And like I can only imagine if I'd have done that, if the roles were reversed, you know what I mean? She'd be losing her mind.
Yeah. As I said, it's meant to be. Yeah.
But saying that, you know what's the mad thing now? Now, these two, I've actually got a kid together, so I can just say, I'm happy. I'm happy that.
Right.
I'm happy that this girl.
Also, they did actually. They live. Yeah.
Yeah, they live.
No, they got
her. I'm sure he lives with her on her parents in Lincoln. So all I can say is that now I'm happy that she chose him because it worked out.
Right.
But you understand, it's not like I was more hurt by him.
Right.
More hurt by him than her, innit? Because I feel if that's your boy, you don't do that to your boys, man.
Yeah, guy code 101. If I know you, I know my other like boys, you know, I don't interfere. I don't care how fine it is. There's like a line, you know, you would never step. You know what I mean? But then there's some men out there, like I said, they ain't got no fucking values. You know what I mean? He's meant to be your boy, and he was trying to push you so far away, you would forget.
So he could
so he could just slip in, you know? It's mad, man. But yeah, X. I'll just so final one, just to close. Even though one more. Go. We still got time. Go for it.
You know, also, what I think. I lost my train of thought. Yeah.
You told me one more,
also,
man.
Also, what I think is that what both of them do. Actually, no. I think some white girls are more scared of what's gonna happen. For example, I'm one of those guys in terms of the bro code. It's like I don't mind that I've been in clubs, I've approached girls, and they're kind of at the same time they're looking at my boy. And I'm thinking to myself, I've even said I've approached girls. Yeah, they look at my boy. I said, "Oh, do you like him? Go chat to him." And I'll be like, "Hey, yo, bro, come chat to this girl." I'll be like, "I don't mind if you're more attractive. Like if you prefer my boy, I'll tell him go do your thing." That same thing. Like if me and my boy we're after we're both looking at one girl and I see that he might like her more or he's more a type. I'll say to him, go do your thing. You understand? It's bro, it's calm, like
because you can tell. You can tell the way the.
You can tell by the vibes.
When girls really, I know this. When girls really like a guy, the eyes always stay on them. Even when they wander there, the eyes will always stay locked in. So you could just tell from that immediate body language that, okay, this chick's into either to you or this dude or my boy, Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not that deep, man. You can't force it. You can't force it. And you know what I'm saying? It's like especially if I think my boy would be better suited, I would tell him do your thing. Tell him do your thing. But we're never gonna beef. We're never gonna beef over no girl because it's not worth it. There's a million.
There's so many, bro. Especially when I'm here now in CDMX. I go. I'm about to go out later at lunch. It's crazy because it's the sun. There's so many. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I don't think a lot of the time when you smash on the first date, more time it don't lead to nothing because then it's just
one night stand.
It's boring after a while, man. Sometimes you just want to go link a female, just talk, bro. Just want to talk.
Yeah. I told you this. Remember at the end of the year, I told you this. I said like what this chick was like. It was legit like, oh, let me come meet you at. I told you one time she came to my place at 7:30 and she left at 8:15 and just went back home. Went from like the other side of London, finished work, and then went back to her place. There was no talk. There was no kind of like, oh, we need to do this on the weekend. It was just none of that. You know what I mean?
It's mad. I can't even lie. Yeah, I could show you some girls on Instagram that man's done things with, but I couldn't actually tell you anything about them.
Yeah.
I could tell you. I could just say, oh, this girl's from Nottingham. This one's from Manchester. She's 23. Like, because that's what it's like. That's like when you slide in DMs and you meet these girls, you're barely, bro. It's just sex. Like,
it's a random stranger, bro. It's a random stranger, man. Like, I'm telling you, man. Even like I was in before, what was it? Before I went to Canada, I was in Portugal. I linked up to one girl as well. I was using Google Translator, to speak to her. Messaged her on DM. She came back to my hotel, did her thing. I don't even remember her name. Yeah.
Was that the one you was trying to film? I'm joking.
Yes, that was the one. She had Victoria's Secret. Yeah, oh my god.
And that guy, that staff said have a good night or something.
Yeah, it had like
No, I remember that. I remember you saying that.
You remember I told you? Oh my god,
Is
bro!
that what man said? Did man say that?
He said that. Yeah. So we woke up with because I was in the hotel in Portugal for one night. Then I was gonna go to Canada. Yeah, he saw me and he was like, he said that. Yeah.
But nah, you know what? That is listen, even like I'm sure every man has any man that says that they haven't filmed sessions is lying. I'm telling you. But what I would say, you should be careful because that's revenge porn and stuff.
Yeah.
Should be careful.
Yeah.
But what like I will say is even with like say for example your long-time girlfriend, you should still be careful because because you never know what can happen. If you break up, then it's like when someone sees that video, it's like
Yeah. I think you have to be responsible when you're long term. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta know, and it's always as well how you end up departing. You know, it's like the way it ends. Sometimes, I ended with the Italian chick. I ended on good terms. You know what I mean? I still got a number. I still speak to her friends. So, you know, it's not a problem. Even if we were to get back together in the future, it's so cool. But there's some exes, like I said, if I see them, you know, like Robin Hood, like that arrow, like I'm just waiting. I'm just like, yeah, come in. Waiting to like splash the arrow at them. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I know sometimes, like I said, if I sent them like, you know, this is what I'm saying, because I don't know about you, like I don't ever send photos to them. You know what I mean?
No,
I had one of the Sierra Leone chicks I had, like she would send me photos and ask me to send ones to her. I would send ones, but basic. But you don't understand. I know some guys, especially in the urban community, they will send straight up like bare body to chicks.
Yeah, it's mad.
You know what I mean? It's mad.
Especially when you don't know these girls and what they're on and stuff. But,
trust me.
But the snappiness, which is why a lot of black guys they outside of their race.
Yeah.
The snappiness from black girls, man. You just thinking if they were random, you just want to punch them up, like honestly. Like, now there's been times it's be like, yo.
No, and bro, I honestly said, bro, there's been black girls. I even said this. I spent some time in Skechers, and one black girl, she was getting on my motherfucking nerves. I told her, I said, if you were just a man for 1 minute, I would have uppercutted her to the moon. I told her, and she just was like, "You, how can you talk to me like that? Get the fuck out of here, man."
What? Yeah. Is that what she said?
Yeah.
What did she say? No.
Yeah. She was she was just bugging me, man, because I came in Skechers legit just for a paycheck. I was there for 3 weeks. You
Skechers,
know, and she was like, "Oh, I'm the top dog. I run this place, all this bullshit."
No,
and I was like, "No," she was like, she'd been there for a year, so she was like the supervisor. You know, like that team leader. Yeah. So she let that shit get to her head. She let that shit get to her head.
Oh, she thought she was wavy.
Bro, she thought her shit didn't stick. You know, and
how can you talk to me?
The way she would, and the worst thing, bro, she would do this. She was like a 5, maybe. Yeah, on a good day, maybe a 6. You know, she was tall. You know, she said she had done modeling, but I think it was bullshit. But she would embarrass me like in front of customers, you know, because I was new to the shit. And you know, like I said in the library, you know this, like, you know, sometimes there's so many things going on and you're like thinking of like, okay, bare things at one time. She would come in front of customers and just like embarrass me. And even the customers would look at me and be like, damn, why is she like that? Yeah. So I had to check and put her in a place. And when I did that, she would just do the, you know, silent treatment, you know?
It seemed like that's what they do. They just try and get a reaction. Try and get reaction out of you and stuff all the time, man. Yeah, man, I was Mexico, man. To go out.
Yeah, bro, honestly, it's a nice, like, man, it's just a difference of like living, you know what I mean? Everything's calm here. The lockdown wasn't as crazy as their lockdown lifted like 2 weeks before I got here. You know what I mean? But it's calm, man, honestly, you know.
Yeah.
I had to, bro. Like that place I was staying at, it was just like doing stuff to my head, man. Like I swear.
This is not as bad as my man.
Oh my god. He's still in there in Vauxhall, you know. He's trying to figure a way to get out. He's like he's trying to write it down to get out.
And Gabby. What about Gabby?
He went back to Italy, man. He
Gabby.
said he ain't cut out for this shit.
Yeah.
You know, but bro, I know it's tough. It's tough though, man. Like when you gotta pay
rent. It's not easy out here, man. It's not easy out here.
It's tough. Bro, this is why I gotta do stuff like this. Like I love doing YouTube, but I'm like, bro, if I get my money from it, I can be set. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But could you see yourself? But could you actually see yourself doing the fucking the YouTube full time then? At some point,
I believe what I'm trying to do, bro. Like I'm waiting for my next paycheck. If I can purchase a camera. I'm just gonna go to like the best sites in Mexico and just do like these kind of documentary, you know, kind of film. You know what I mean? And if it gets more views, man, I will just like, you know, use the money, go to another place.
What I was saying is this personal training in general, man. It's a dying business. I think.
I told you that even in All right, wait. Let me end this, and we'll talk off this. All right, let me end this here. Oh, everyone who's been like, you know, tuning into this vid of like me and Xavi Hernz, like talking about the differences between black and white woman. If you can leave your comments in the comment section, just about, you know, your experiences, you know, with dating white, black, even Asian woman, you know, just like, you know, the differences, you know, we told our stories. Now it's time for you lot to tell yours, you know. So yeah, guys, check, like we were gonna be going again live again, possibly on, you said Sunday, right?
Well, Sunday, definitely.
We'll try to come Sunday. We'll go back to like our talking cinema videos and that, and also check my travel vlog videos. I just put one up, and also, guys, I am trying to get a camera to get like the most quality videos out there. So I do have a PayPal, I do have a Patreon, and I do have a Cash App. So if you can make donations, it would be much appreciated. I want to get the best quality videos, you know, in Mexico, you know. All right, cool, guys. All right, so yeah, guys, stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Trust me, which will be coming very, very soon. And always remember that she came to me. Peace.